Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Vlogmas Day 3, and I'm going to be talking about my family's Christmas traditions. I'd already started filming this, but my computer's really weird, and it just stopped recording when a pop-up came up. So I'm going to try and refilm this. First, I'm going to talk about the tradition of the Christmas Pickle, and I'm going to read from this website. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to read it yourself. If you missed something and you want to check up on the website and see what you missed. Okay, the tradition of the Christmas pickle has got to be one of the strangest modern Christmas customs, in that no one is quite sure why it exists at all. In the 1880s, Woolworth stores started selling glass ornaments imported from Germany, and some were in the shape of various fruits and vegetables. It seems that pickles must have been among the selection. Around the same time, it was claimed that the Christmas pickle was a very old German tradition, and that the pickle was the last ornament hung on the Christmas tree, and then the first child to find the pickle got an extra present. However, the claim that it's an old German tradition seems to be a total myth. Not many people in Germany have even heard of the Christmas pickle. Similarly, in Russia, virtually no one knows the supposedly Russian story of babushka. Some families now have the tradition of hanging the pickle on the tree, with the first person/child to find it getting an extra present, but it probably didn't even start in Germany. There are two other rather far-fetched stories linking the pickle to Christmas. One features a fighter in the American Civil War who was born in Bavaria, an area of what is now Germany. He was a prisoner and starving, and begged a guard for one last pickle before he died. The guard took pity on him and gave him a pickle. The pickle gave him the mental and physical strength to live on. The other story is linked to St. Nicholas. It's a medieval tale of two Spanish boys traveling home from a boarding school for the holidays. When they stopped at an inn for the night, the evil innkeeper killed the boys and put them in a pickle barrel. I really hope that's not where it started, but if it is, okay. That evening, St. Nicholas stopped at the same inn and found the boys in the barrel and miraculously brought them back to life. There is an old legend about St. Nicholas rescuing boys from a barrel, but the barrel was originally holding meat for pies, not pickles. So it's most likely that an ornament salesman with a lot of spare pickles to sell invented the legend of the Christmas pickle. The American city of Berrien Springs, Michigan, I believe, also known as the Christmas pickle capital of the world, has an annual pickle festival held during the early part of December. So, based on that, nobody really knows where it started, but a lot of people think it's German because it could be that the salesman just said, this is what happened, this is just to sell the pickle, but we don't know for sure. We used to do that, and we would get the kid who would find it would get an extra piece of candy or something small, but it wasn't like a whole extra present. It I don't know. It was just that we would get an extra piece of candy, most likely. My dog's staring at me like, you better pay attention to me. Hopefully she'll come in and say hi, but I don't know. And I think we stopped because the kids got a little bit older, and my mom saw it as mainly a tradition for little kids to get excited for Christmas. I don't know if my aunt does it with her two boys, because her oldest is 6 and her youngest is 1.5. I really don't want him to grow up, but he's growing up, so anyway, so now what we do is going to be different this year because I'm living in Florida, and last year I was in North Carolina with a bunch of family. But usually what we do is on Christmas Eve, we will go to church. Not that I believe. I still go to be with my family. And we do the Christmas Eve service, and my mom will sing something during the service. Then we come home and we open one present, and it's always pajamas. That's just been our thing, and we go to sleep in the pajamas that we get on Christmas Eve, and that's just something that we did. And then on Christmas morning, all the kids had to wait for I remember it was like we had to wait for one adult But then it became that we had to wait for my mom or for my mom and stepdad to wake up. So we would wait, and usually we'd go into like all three kids would be in one room watching most likely a Christmas movie or something, or talking. It really just depended on the year. And sometimes all three kids would sleep in one room, but now that we're a lot older, we don't do that anymore. Especially because I live in Florida and they live in North Carolina. And so we would wake up on Christmas morning and we would all go downstairs and see what Santa brought us. And then we would go and get one more present from under the tree. And we would open that, and then we'd wait for my mom to make Nutella crescents, because that was just something that she did. I forget when she started it, but I do remember it being there a lot during my childhood. Now, sometimes it was Pillsbury, sometimes it was just Great Value. It really just depended on what she could afford that year. But she always tried to make Nutella crescents because she wanted that tradition for her family. So we'd do that, and then once everybody was up and ready, and once my aunt was up and ready and she texted my mom and said, hey, y'all can come over, then we'd go to my aunt's house and open the rest of our presents from under the tree there and get the presents that she got for us. And that was just what we did, and then we hung out and had lunch there, and then we'd go back to my mom's house. And after my parents' divorce, that was when my dad would, usually about 30 minutes to an hour later, my dad would come and pick us up and take us to Chesterfield, South Carolina, where his family is, and we'd have another Christmas there. This year, what didn't happen that usually happens is we usually go to Timberlake, North Carolina, which is like between Raleigh and Durham, and we would go to my great aunt's house and have a family Christmas. Now, that's where we'd spend Thanksgiving, and then like Friday night would be our family Christmas, because we aren't all there, and she just wanted to be able to spend time with all of us. Something happened this year that I really don't want to talk about, because that's family business, and I'm not going to put that out there. So we just ended up not going, but usually we do go. And then, so that accounts for technically 4 Christmases already. And then there's usually one more, but after my grandpa passed, it kind of stopped and we don't do it anymore. But we would go to my grandpa Bob's house and have a Christmas there with him and his wife, my grandma Nana, who is my dad's stepmom. The only grandma I know from my dad's side, because my dad's mother passed away before I was born. And we just go and open presents, hang out, just chill with them, and then we would come home, like always. And then when we were home, we just chill, like you usually do. My dog is just being cute. She's 12 years old. And I really hope she lives forever, but unfortunately that can't happen, so. Anyway, so that's technically 5 Christmases. Some people say it's 4, some people say it's 5. And then we'll go to my mom's dad's place and have Christmas with them. Again, because we don't see them as often as we would like to, so we try to do a Christmas or a dinner or something with them. So, yeah. That is our traditions. That's usually what we do. I mean, it changes year to year, but generally we try to do that. Yeah. And I just thought that it'd be kind of cool to share our traditions about what we do. I know some people have different ones, and that's perfectly fine. If you're comfortable, leave them in the comments below what your traditions are. Yeah. And I hope to see you guys back for Vlogmas Day 4, which is a sad day for me, but I'm still going to make a video for you guys because I really want to, and I really like doing this, so I'm going to do it. And yeah, I hope to see you guys then. Bye.